Hi everyone, today we are going to be trying to win 5 1v1 ranked games in a row for the challenges and to see if I could do it. Also, this is my first Volleyball Legends video and I do plan to make more, which will probably be in short form instead of video form, but comment down below which one you'd rather see more. As you can see, I still need a whole lot more XP to claim more things, so let's get right into it. So I started off my first ranked game, and this one went by pretty quick and I didn't really record most of it. And you can kind of see why. I'm just going to cut it off here because there wasn't much happening, but I did end up winning this one. This second game also went by really quick, but it was really easy. The person I was going against was really nice in chat, which was surprising because most people usually just get mad at me for blocking a lot. But it's just a really good strategy that I use, and you should try it as well. Another strategy for 1v1 ranked is to serve like this instead of spike serving because you can't, and it just quickens things up and makes things easier. Also, I feel like another good tip is that you don't have to always spike the ball to give it to the other team. You can just bump it over, and if they try and spike it, just go up to block it, because it could be your third hit, but you're going to end up having a really bad spike and it's low and it doesn't go over the net. So it's best to just like set it over or bump it over. What I do here is a really good example of what I was just saying. Like, you don't have to always constantly spike it over. Like I was saying, blocking is a very good strategy, and having a good character like Yokai will really help you out with that. And Yokai is not that hard to get since it's only a legendary. It takes only a few lucky style spins. Another good tip is also like just let the ball out. You don't constantly have to get it whenever it's out of bounds. Just trust me whenever I say it's not worth it. Like here, I just let it go out of bounds instead of trying to set it up and spike it again, because they can end up just getting the ball back and getting a point instead of you getting a free, easy point. Another good thing to always do is like whenever you're spiking, try and spike like away from the blockers. You don't have to spike right in front of the blockers because they will block it right behind you instead of like you angle it like how I just did where they weren't blocking and they completely miss it and I get a point. Sometimes I'll join like a public server that's like not 1v1 and I'll see so many people spiking before they set. Like, please set first. It actually like gets on my nerves and it's not a very good game plan. It makes the ball go out. It makes the spikes not good and it makes your team touch the ball too many times. Please set before you spike. Set or dive. So here's my third game, and honestly I'm pretty surprised I've made it this far because most of the time I'll have someone like really good going against me, like really early on, like second or like first game I get on and it's someone with some crazy style and a really high level. I feel like these like 2 spikes went out of bounds because of my tilt, and I was tilting back, I'm pretty sure, instead of forward. And I feel like you should also pay attention to your tilting because that is also major whenever you play. This game was actually a pretty good game. I felt like it was pretty fair, and it was actually really fun to play, and it wasn't like as easy as the other ones. Right here, I meant to do the set button. I got like literally so mad because playing on phone is literally so aggravating. So now I think we should talk about like good abilities to use. I've always used steel block because it's always been easy for me, and I've always used blocking. But if you're like a spiker, you should use like the magnetic ball or whatever it's called, but that one's also kind of hard to get. Another one that I've been wanting to try is the shield breaker, and I'm not sure how well it is for spiking, so can y'all comment down below and tell me your experience with it, because I'm not really sure what it does other than like go through people's blocks, I'm pretty sure. Another thing I usually do is whenever I'm blocking is like tilt to the side, some like left or right, just in case like they're going to spike in a different direction and I can at least try to get it. Okay, so another thing to talk about is like tilting, and whenever you're in the back, you should tilt backwards, and in the front, you should tilt forwards. But usually for serving, like whenever you're not playing 1v1, if you have a person with like a strong serve and whenever you tilt backwards, it's always going out, just tilt a little bit forward, I think would help a lot. Right here, I probably shouldn't have faced this way. I probably should have just like faced forward so the ball wouldn't go out. I feel like this game I lost a lot of points from hitting the ball out of bounds. Another good thing to think about whenever you're doing 1v1s is getting a character with a good dive. Like, I feel like I could have probably dived for this ball, but I don't know why I didn't. But like, my character has a really good dive. I used to use Okazu, but that dive wasn't very good, and I wasn't able to run fast either. So I think Yokai is the perfect character for 1v1. If you guys have any other tips for me, please comment down below, because I'm obviously not the best player and I still need to fix some things. I'm gonna stop talking for a little while so you guys can just watch the video. And honestly, I don't really know what to talk about, so y'all could just watch this. Another thing to think about is having a character with a good bump, and whenever you do have one, you might need to back up like I do whenever I serve in 1v1, but usually in the normal game, I don't bump at all. So here's my first game, and another thing that I like to do and I think you should try and do is like whenever you're not serving first, just bump the ball back over, because usually for me, I like serving first because people usually mess up whenever they spike, so I'm able to like block it as well. Like here, I just keep on blocking it. I'm not really gonna talk this much for this game either, unless I see something pop up and like it'd be a good time for like a tip and whatever, but I'm just gonna let you watch this game as well. Here's another reason why I hate playing on mobile. I tried jumping and blocking, but I ended up diving, and that could have been really bad if that was a really good spike that wasn't too low. Has anyone actually gotten Hacker yet? Because I've been trying to get it and I literally can't. I've spun it so many times, but it's also like a 0.01% chance or something like that. It's crazy. I think another good strategy is to outsmart whoever you're going against instead of just spiking it. Just like set it up and bump it instead of setting it up and spiking it, because then it can make them go up to block it and they're not able to dive for it. You know, it's just easier to outsmart them than to constantly do the same trick on them. This round was really good because I feel like I got to block it a lot, and I also won 10-0. Here's my last game to win, and I was just worried that I wouldn't win this one because I made it so far. And I was also like really tired because it was like 12 whenever I was recording this in the morning. So yeah. I feel like I was really cooking in this game. Like, I was so logged in. I really did not want to just like give up the last 4 games I played. But I think the person I was going against was like my level, so that's really good. I'd really appreciate if you like, subscribed, and hit the notification bell so I'd have more motivation to make videos like this. I feel like all of these matches were very like easy for me, so I think I will be making another one of these videos where I try and get 5 more in a row so I can make it to 10 in a row. And that's 5 ranked games in a row, so I'm gonna go claim the XP from the quest. And here it is. I think this challenge was actually not that hard, so I definitely will be doing another one where I try to get to 10, so stay tuned for that. Thank you for watching to the very end. If you made it this far, then comment the star emoji, and you could be included in a future giveaway if I ever do one. Comment your Roblox username and maybe we can play together. Again, thank you for watching, and have a nice day.